Mogland Entertainment presents.
At the center of the universe, at the border between the light and the dark, stands Castle Grayskull. For countless ages, the sorceress of Grayskull has kept this universe in harmony. But the armies of darkness do not rest.
Hello everybody. Those lines are from Daffy Duck. This is the first installment in the series Castle Cat by Wiesi Mouseland. Here, half castle, half cat is trying to climb up Castle Grayskull, if the epic intro is anything to go by. Those tornadoes are difficult to avoid. Smurf mode is pretty funny and it makes the game easier because the hitbox is smaller. I like how all you need to do is hold up to go up these clouds. It's a vertical platformer. Giving gestures, plain old silly gestures, gives extra points, while touching these knights. I was wondering why the sign was lit up. To notify the players on how to beat this boss. That's just plain old silly. For a game as short as this, there's a lot of potential health. Maybe because this game was made for kids. Yeah, you see those butterflies like in a cartoon? Oh, Castle Cat, don't swear. It's not made for kids. Sorry. It ends with a majestic J-pop concert, and I don't mind copyright issues at all as long as people can watch the video. Ruined by a gradient cat. Part 2 is already here and it's even better, seemingly. A close-up of the Cheshire smile, if you ever wanted that. The start menu is already seducing you into clicking, let's do that. There are two different ways to attack. Well, that's awesome. I also like that old keyboard for reference point. It looks better. Welcome to Miami. And then he talks about changing music. Even Castle Cat 1 was more boyish, right? It had this mysterious, esoteric theme with knights and castles and He-Man references. While Castle Cat 2 is more modern, about vacation lifestyle or something like that. Won't you agree? I really like this cruising, relaxing Ferrari vibe. Japanese Eurobeat, yes. This is just freaks destroying other freaks. I get a sense of power and pride from this game. Like, why does he always smile? I love the Cheshire smile. Don't take it the wrong way. This lobster with deplorable eyes is very fun to attack. The pattern is easy to learn. This cat looks like an elf with those ears. I love how his face enlarges and turns into a face of disapproval. Like that, you saw that? How his face changes when he gets hit. That's a really nice detail. I think you might understand what I mean now when I call Wiesi's games hyperactive. This is one of the lesser hyperactive games he made, trust me. Of course, the final boss is none other than the developer himself in a swimsuit. Everything else is relatively normal with him, yeah? Gosh dang it. Everything about this cat's design is just hilarious. Why is he holding his little face up like that? Let's move to the next one. I think Castle Cat 2 had the best logo. This is Castle Cat 3, the Vegas connection. Collect glowworms. That's profound. That's something that will be on a paranormal forum. The truth is out there. Surprising change of everything, really. It's night, first of all. And the other important... UFOs, hey! The other important thing is... the music in this game is incredible. It's original mashups. Mashup of the beat of the song Beatbox Rocker with a melody of some electronic song. I don't know. This design is so original. The girl said Kolka. Yepsy. Gas station with postman pet that's high and selling tiger pelts in the middle of a desert. Did you know that every Castle Cat game has been recreated on Sega Genesis? I think it's pretty cool. What a way to implement casino mechanics. Or the player doesn't even realize anything. It's intentionally hypnotic and nonsensical at times. Siegfried and Roy, the infamous Cyclop twins. I think this music portrays a high you get from being... I can't even finish a single thought without the game completely changing everything. Psychedelic minigame about a bee. I don't like this music as much as the one that played before. Now I need to go down. I can't do it. Hair comb. A heart refill just when I needed it. I feel this game is incredibly well designed. Impeccable placement for a smooth playthrough. It's you again! I don't need to buy anything. I think this is the final boss, Sphinx from Egypt. Is this what it's like to learn Egyptian mythology attached to normal colored, like grey castle cat, right? So now seeing him in a tiger pelt makes me feel things like a parent seeing my kid grow up or something. Oh yeah, shooting two weapons at once is the most effective way. Game designers, take note. And a self-advertisement at the end. Hey, is that your face or did your head melt? That's a very mean thing to say, sir. Van Halen Jump. A lot of people hate this song. I learned about this song from a Windows parody flash game. While Castle Cat was celebrating his victory over Siegfried... Oh, that's really fast. Halfway around the world, the beautiful Princess Pussy was kidnapped by Dungeon Dog and traveled to Germany. We're in for a brand new exciting ride. Much more colorful this time. Oh yeah, this is unfortunately the last game in the series. The developer has died just months before releasing Castle Cat 5, which was supposed to take place in Bangkok and airplanes. And it looked and sounded like a Steam quality game release, so it's really a tragedy that it will never be released. Rest in peace, Wiesi Mouseland. The detail is insane already right off the bat, with music announcement, vinyl images and crazy shadows on every texture. You can also drink beers here. This German music is super jolly with the inclusion of modern drums. Oh, and 3D models are here too, which is just insane. And they don't look much out of place. Down-tempo music. I'm nostalgic for this band, Morchiba. Also, you can't die in this game and livestream it at the same time, because if you die, you get an image of a dead kitten's mutilated corpse. I am not joking. Rather crude and edgy for an otherwise kids game. But a Georgian restaurant. I think it's rather obvious after what I just said about what happens when you die, that it's better to take the energy refill instead of a laser upgrade. Oh yeah, and this guy, I can't tell if it's just a big red orange hair or if he's a pumpkin bobblehead. I just noticed for Live's icon, it's that facial expression. That's the logo of Castle Cat 3 that I was talking about previously. These ghosts are pretty well animated. I wonder how much cooler will Castle Cat 5 be at this point. Hey, at least it's got nice landscapes. I didn't want to jump into that well, but I had to. Flipper is a beautiful name. Mouseland fossil. I don't know who Flipper the dolphin is. I know Skipper, a dolphin, personally. I met him. Oh, hieroglyph. Castle Cat hieroglyphics. Now we get full on 3D animated cutscenes. I have sunglasses. I am cool. Bloodshed among Cyclops stars. And a PNG sky. Breaking the illusion of movement almost intentionally. There we go. Something about Castle Cat that other action games or even platformer games lack. Besides the meme humor in the gameplay. Cheers! I can't take this music seriously. Nightmare from Elm Street, is it called? I thought it was from Halloween. I have to shoot these bobblehead skeletons. Shout out to the randomly out of place museum photo of knights. Cheers! What? Find those paintings really weird. Breaking Zen rocks is the only way to go through this darkness. Fleshy tombs. There's always a flashlight pointed at Castle Cat. That soundtrack is really stupid right now. It's really slippery. Wish it wasn't as slippery. That's weird. Extreme Heart Refill sounds like some Japanese TV show. Hey punk, I'm the legendary Dungeon Dog. Take this, Dungeon Dog. I'm a worthy opponent. Is that all you can do? Pathetic attacks for Castle Cat. Robot Dog. That'll show the punk. Oh, thank you, Castle Cat. You have rescued me from god-awful Clog. I don't know what I could have done if you hadn't saved me. Is there any way I can reward you? And so, Wiesi has developed a ton of games, including, but not limited to, a dozen of shark games, a couple of mobile games, some stupid ones like Donald Trump Pinball, and real-time tea simulator imitating the Wii console, adult comedy RPGs, even bullet hell games, and quickie arcade-style challenges. Masterpiece easy at first and difficult at the end, Fafo the Ostrich RPG, entirely children's games like Cheers!